I joined the community garden after being warmly welcomed by ladies manning the booth at the Turner Grade School Carnival. They had garden seeds and gave me some to grow starts in my greenhouse for the community garden. Later that spring, I grew vegetable starts for the garden and helped out wherever I could. When I visited the garden, there was a fence around the area that was reserved for private plots. The area outside the fence was worked up and planted to corn and pumpkins for the food bank. The food bank is dear to me because when we were still in the old church building in the mid-'80s, another deaconess and I started it. Eventually, the Turner City Council asked us to add a flower garden in memory of the Turner Flower Club, which many of their mothers or other family members had belonged to, including my mother. We made a bed in the east end of the fenced area using railroad ties to enclose it. They wanted something larger, so we marked out and planted 15 beds on the north end of the fenced area. One variety of flowers per bed to make a showing, and all had to be deer resistant. We have had many wonderful donations, including tools, rolls of used black plastic, old stage risers from Corban University, and a PVC greenhouse frame from someone else. Some seem unusual, but we find creative ways to use most things. Each month brings changes in progress in getting more plots set up and covered with cardboard and sawdust to suppress weeds and enrich the soil. We are so fortunate to get used sawdust and manure delivered free from North Star Stables. It is a vital part of improving the soil and weed control, and it benefits both us and the stables. I use many of the things my parents and grandparents taught me about gardening and added ideas garnered from studying organic and French intensive gardening methods. Growing up, we always grew much more than we needed and gave the excess to others. Nobody left our place without a big load of produce. This has always felt like sharing God's love. Quite often, everything or almost every part of the meal came from our property. My gardening has a strong resemblance to my cooking. You take some dirt and manure, water and some seeds, wait a while, and you have something edible, or not. My grandmother taught me to save seeds, and now I save flower seeds and package and give them out to promote the community garden.